Your girl over here looking like Barney.
She said I gotta work. She see me do my da.
So my brows are already done. So I'm going to be working on this eye today. This is the look that I'm going with. It's just glitter and white liner. I wish I would have made the glitter a little bit thicker now, but to prime my lid, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is in the shade C10. I make sure my eyelid is clear of oil and just wiped off basically before I apply the concealer. Now I'm just going to tap this concealer all over my lid. It doesn't have to be perfect right now because we are going to blend it out. To blend it out, I'm going to use this little e.l.f. brush basically. It's just like using this little e.l.f. brush that I just blend my concealer out with. Nothing special. They're $1 at Walmart or Target. Or the price may have changed by now, but I'm not sure. I like using this smaller brush because I don't have that much lid space. And I just like to make sure that I can get the concealer where I want it to go without it being too messy and all over the place. Now this Makeup Revolution concealer dries down very quick. So you don't even have to set it. But if you want to set it, that's your choice. Personally, I'm not going to set it. So I'm going to use a green shade from the Morphe 35C palette. I don't think Morphe Brushes sells this palette anymore. However, I am going to use it to pat onto my lid. All I'm going to do is take this little flat shader brush from Real Techniques and I'm just going to pack that color on right here in my crease. We're just going to basically make it into like a rainbow shape. Let's just keep packing that color on till we build it up into the intensity that we want it to be. See how green that looks? I'm going to take this little blending brush. I'm not actually quite sure where this blending brush is from. But it's a really nice blending brush. I think Avon. It's a crease brush. There we go. Avon crease brush. There's a yellow shade in this palette that I'm going to use to basically blend out the edges to create so we can diffuse this line. And then we also wanted to make sure that it just looks like it's fading rather than having a harsh line. So we're just going to make sure that we go on top of the green, not too far away from the green. You just want to blend it out very lightly with small circles until you just get that nice gradient fade. And it is okay if you have to go back into that yellow shade until you just get the fade that you're looking for. You might even have to go back in with the green just in case any of the green fades away. The reason I pack on so many layers is because I want to make sure that the green doesn't have a chance to fade away with the amount of layers that I put on. We're going to go back in with that green and just pack it back on where we might have lost some of that color. Notice I'm not rubbing it in, I'm just patting it in. Now we're going to go into the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. The color that I'm going to be using is this really nice blue shade here. It's more of a teal than blue. My boyfriend told me that it looks green, but I'm like, this is definitely blue. And we're just going to pat this in as well. We're not rubbing it in. The colors are going to fade in together because they are very close in tone. So I'm just packing it in the center basically because that's where I want you to be able to see the color. I am going to go back over with the green shade just to make sure that there aren't any harsh lines between the colors. Kind of lost a little bit of the green there, so we're going to go back in with that green. And there we are. Now we're going to move on to adding the glitter to the lid. I'm going to be using the Too Faced glitter glue. It looks like this. Going to be using is the NYX glitter. It is the face and body glitter. It's in the shade bronze. Take an angle brush with that glitter glue. I'm just going to apply it to my lash line. So on top of the glitter, I was looking at the glitter and I was like, oh, this is cute, but I want a little something more. So I'm going to add the NYX white liquid liner right on top just to add just a little bit more fun to this eye look. For lashes today, we're going to be using the Cocoa Lashes in the style Girl About Town. Now I'm going to go and just get my face prepped and primed, and I'll be right back. I'm going to use the NARS. This is the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I ordered the new Radiant one. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited to try it. Since I want that really good coverage on my under eyes today, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This concealer is so bomb. It's in the shade Caramel. I really try not to use it unless I really need it because that's just how much I love it. I wear it only when I just like, I always just fall in love with this every time I use it. It's just so amazing. I'm gonna get the chin first. Blending out my life. I'm going to set my face using the Ben Nye Psych, not the Ben Nye. This is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Banana. Sometimes different products work differently with each other, like just depending on what foundation or concealer you use, or even what powder you use. It can just make a difference to your skin, like to the turnout of your makeup. So hopefully this powder just turns out good with my choice of concealer and my choice of foundation. We're gonna see. Pretty much looking like a powdery mess right now, and that's okay because I'm about to wipe it off. I'm not gonna go too heavy on the contour today. I'm gonna be using the MAC Blush in Film Noir. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. Now I'm going to go in with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, and this is in the shade Deep. I'm just going to use this Real Techniques contour brush to wipe away the powder. Tell me somebody that can do their face or do their eyes, do something with glitter and not have glitter remaining on their face. I'll wait, because if you can do that, hunty, you is the bomb. Because I don't know nobody that can do that. I'm just saying. Using the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is a 16-hour setting spray. Yes. Drench me. Oh, and it's just making me look alive again. We need this. I'm serious. Like, this was needed. This spray has such a good smell too. Blush. I really don't know what color I want to use. What do you think? Something on my face. I'm feeling this one right here. This one I'm going to use. Because I want to clean up my contour area a little more. I'm going to go in with the Dermablend powder. This is in the shade, I don't even know. This purple liner, this is one of the NYX Vivid Brights, the purple one. I'm not taking it directly in my waterline, but putting it at the bottom. Just to add a little more purple. I'm going to go in my waterline with a black liner. Your girl over here looking like Barney. This is a Barney inspired makeup tutorial, okay? Then we're just gonna go ahead and add a little more spray. Make sure we get rid of all that powder.